See, 4 years is a long journey, but as I have always cleared prelims, so I will start with my experience with the prelims because I think I can tell you more on that, and then I will tell what I felt I did wrong in my mains preparation, which I try to overcome in this attempt. So, in prelims preparation, as you everyone knows that it has become quite unpredictable. Sometimes they give more focus on statics, sometimes on current affairs, and sometimes even we don't know ki from where they are getting the resource, from which book, whatever, we don't know. But even with this uncertainty, we can ensure that we will always clear prelims if we follow some basic things, some basic rules, or some basic I will say key basic things which will help us to overcome this unpredictability. First of all, like we should have a very strong grip on our static. No matter which coaching or whatever person tells you ki current affairs, do current affairs, but your first basic focus should be uh, keeping your static strong. And by static strong, I mean ki prefer NCRTs, especially like history. Don't just go for the coaching material or some PDF online. NCRT is static for history, like medieval, ancient. You should have a group on that because this year also many questions from NCRT ancient history were there, not directly but indirectly. You will find some mention there. So ancient history was from many things from the NCRT. Modern history ko ye hai, I think you all know the sources in all this, but whatever you have to be revise it multiple times. You never miss these easy questions. Special, and again for the economics, you have to be strong in your basic, like what is GDP, GNP, how you have to calculate it. Some very basic questions you get it, and they have a very good portion on it. So this is static grip. Then in whenever you read a new thing like current affairs and whatever, always don't just read it or just mug it up. Always go for why it is happening, how it is happening, where it is happening, and what is it. 3 4 things you should always have in mind. So it just helps you in with. And when UPSC tries to twist, you can use the logic in solving these questions. And third most important thing I will say ki you have to strong your elimination skill, because the paper these years, the kind of paper they are coming, no matter how much preparation you do, even the year you give it on the prelims, unless you keep a command on your elimination skills, it's not possible to clear the prelims these days. So I will say ki for strengthening your elimination skill, you don't have to check it on your coaching test series. I'm not against them. Coaching test series is for your augmenting your knowledge. And okay, you can see ki, okay, how much you are scoring, and then but augmenting your knowledge, because see, you will read history from NCRT. Coaching people are giving from questions from many sources. So it is augmenting your knowledge, giving you more width. Everybody is listening, or everybody is okay with what I am saying, or I am going very fast? Every
It's okay.
It's okay. Okay, okay, okay. So
Yes, yes,
for
you are audible.
yeah, okay, okay, thank you. Okay, so I'm starting. Okay, so for elimination, practice it on previous year questions, because previous year question are the like UPSC previous year questions are the best for elimination, for honing your elimination skills. Because in coaching they give very specific questions, or sometimes yeah, okay. So they give very specific question, very narrow questions sometimes, and sometimes they make you very skeptical. Sometimes, not always, but so better ki elimination skill practice should be on the previous year question. Do questions of the coaching for you augment knowledge ki okay, you have studied all these things. Are you able to recall it properly, or you are not able to recall it, or whether you have been able to grasp the subject completely, or which areas you are missing to get these lacunas you need it. Okay, but don't totally depend for your elimination skill. Hello, is there any problem? Okay.
No, it was some sound coming from other,
Okay,
so I
okay,
have
okay,
muted them. Don't worry about that.
okay. So elimination skill you have to practice. I think for last 1.5 months, 2 months, more work on your elimination skills. Because on the day of exam, na, everyone, every serious candidate, and you are also serious, you are preparing it seriously for a year, 2 year, or even more. So you know everything. But on the day of examination, how calm, coolly you do your elimination is very important. I will give you an example of doing elimination in the real exam, which you can do with your basic knowledge. In 2017 prelims, there was a question on, I think, in which of the following lion is getting transferred or something. So I didn't, it was from the current affairs, but I didn't know where they were getting transfer or where there is the proposal. I didn't know anything about it. So what I found out of 4 options, 3 options were some tiger reserves. So I thought a lion and tiger both are at the higher trophic level, and they will need a lot of prey resource for survival, and there can be even conflict between them. So I went for tiger reserves won't be possible. Government won't transfer them in a tiger reserve. And whatever the option left, I marked it, even without knowing anything. But I got it correct. So the thing is, even if you don't know the answer, don't worry. Just use common sense and use your elimination skills, which you have honed in last 2-3 months. So I will say for my personal experience, you don't need to give more than 6 months for prelims. If you haven't cleared it earlier, initial 2-3 months should be on consolidating your knowledge, static as well as current affairs. Then next 2-3 months should be on your honing your elimination skills. So, and the last thing very important in prelims is just keep yourself calm, no matter how hard is the paper, because you have prepared well, so it will be hard for everyone. Like this year also, it was hard. It seemed hard, and even I thought, yeah, this is a very hard paper, but got it through. Whatever knowledge you have, just use it properly and have faith in yourself. So this is what I have to tell on prelims preparation. And now I haven't done very good in mains preparation, but I think you guys can get something good what I did wrong in mains, and you can avoid it. Because now everyone goes for the topper's talk to see how they have worked, but they never go for the setback to see what people have done wrong. Because of that, they failed. I know that's a kind of boring, but it might help you on it. So in mains preparation, I felt that in 1 or 2 attempts, so I have been very unbalanced, especially in my third attempt, that I went for full throttle geography preparation. I did a coaching, full time coaching from pre to mains, and there was no time left for GS and essay. I neglected them. And what happened ki geography last year score were very not it was very difficult to got even 250 plus, and geography scores were not good. And I failed on the geography front, and I didn't give time on my GS and essay. So it was a cause of setback according to me. Then other things, I can never neglect an essay, because we give more time on GS and optional and we neglect essay. Maybe you are good, but still practice at least 5-6 essay or 10 essays before exam. And what other thing I felt there should be balance in the sense use the optimum content, don't overdo it, and try to complete paper with maximum quality. It should not be just feel like you just completed the paper. Try to complete the paper with like at least try ki 15 16 questions may you do good quality. It's no, you don't have to win the race of doing the completing the paper for 10 minutes early and just with a poor quality. So and there should be balance in like everything, balance between GS and your optional, balance between content and your speed, presentation. So in successive attempts, somewhere I have been over focused on content, sometimes I was over focused on giving data, throwing data and not analyzing things. So these should be balanced. Matlab, mains preparation is all about how you balance between GS, geography, between content, data, everything you have to, because there is only 3 months. So you should have a proper strategy for it, ki how you are going, where you are weak, where you are strong. And the last, which I want to say and very important, never follow any topper stock blindly. It's my personal experience. Everyone has different opinion on it because everyone is unique. Everyone has strength and weaknesses. You should strategize according to yourself, according to your strengths and weaknesses. It's not like if you see your writing speed is a bit slow and your language command is not very good, but you saw a topper writing in beautiful language, in paragraph, in beautiful handwriting, so you can, no, I can also do that, and you blindly started doing that or anything else. So understand yourself and make strategy for yourself. You know yourself better than anyone else, so just follow it. I think this is everything from my side. If you have any questions you can ask.
So, I know her for past 2 years, and I have seen her preparation. And in big coachings, you will find her name in top 3 or top 4 in the mains test series. But she can tell that such things doesn't matter. And there is
Doesn't
one
matter.
more thing, from the topper stop, which she had said, and I had said many a times, that what happens that she scored very good marks in 2017 essay, but when she changed her strategy for essay, and the marks like in
Yeah,
2018 it was very less.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I think that drastic decrease of marks, that is not the way. If you are writing successive means, so I think that you should increase, not go
yeah.
for the decreasing side, right?
Yeah,
So this year I'm hoping she'll get the rank, and as Madhvi
yeah.
ma'am is going to appear in Indian Forest, so she has very less time. If anyone has any doubt, unmute your audio, quickly ask.
Hello, ma'am. Anurag here.
Hello.
Ma'am,
Okay.
I wanted to ask कि SC के लिए how should we go about preparation? Because most of the toppers talk that I've seen, they say that
Mhm.
the content that you prepare for GS in your option, that will be enough. But this time they have asked question more on philosophical
Yeah, yeah.
topics. So
Mhm.
how should one prepare for those topics, and more of essay because it's of 250 marks. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, I'm not very good at essay, but I will tell you what I have learned from my experience. Uh, See, UPSC is giving one topic on philosophy for the last 3 years.
yes, ma'am.
Okay. So just better be prepared with it. Do some philosophical topics, like at least 4 or 5 philosophical topics you should write.
Okay.
Okay. Because UPSC maybe next year also maybe one section may be full philosophical. So in philosophical topic, it is like they want some depth. What is my experience? They want some depth. They don't want just superficial. So many people, what they do in philosophical essay, ki whatever be the topic, they just write it for and against it in all the dimensions. All the dimensions, I mean social, economic, political. But they don't tell it ki why it is there, then what is the different, मतलब how, जैसे कि इस बार का मान लो एक टॉपिक में एग्जांपल देती हूँ किस तरह एब्स्ट्रैक्ट लगेगा
Yes, ma'am.
कि ships do not sink because water is around them, they sink because water enters them. ठीक है, तो ये जैसे टॉपिक है तो इसका पहले आप ऐसा नहीं है कि इसको आप शुरू कर दो कि सारी डायमेंशन में मुझे प्रूफ करना है एंड ऑल. आप इसको पहले बताओ कि इसका मतलब क्या है, ठीक है? इसका मतलब क्या है कि आसपास के अगर इश्यूज हैं हमारे तो हम डिग्रेड नहीं होंगे, या फिर हम मतलब अंदर से मोरली या फिजिकली हम अंदर से डिग्रेड नहीं होंगे कोई आसपास नेगेटिव चीजें, unless we take it inside, we accept it, we let it them enter our consciousness, तभी हम डिग्रेड होंगे। या इस तरह करके आप कुछ मीनिंग समझाओ उसकी, उसके बाद देन व्हाई आप इसको बताएं कि अगर ऐसा हो रहा है तो क्यों हो रहा है, व्हाई इट इज हैपनिंग, ठीक है? फिर उसके बाद बताओ कि हाँ हम अब चाहेंगे कि सोशल इकोनॉमिक या ये सब वाले में। देन अगर आपका दूसरा भी कोई पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू है, जैसे इसमें एक पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू हो सकता है कि इट इट ये जरूरी नहीं है कि आपको डिग्रेड ही करे, ये आपको स्ट्रॉन्गर भी बना सकता है। लाइक 1991 का क्राइसिस या कोई भी अगर आप इस तरह देखो, कभी क्राइसिस हुआ है, आपने अंदर आने दिया है तो आप स्ट्रॉन्गर हुए हो। जैसे लाइक आप बोल सकते हो कि हमारे आसपास फॉरेनर्स रहते थे, दे इन्वेडेड, बट वी हम डिग्रेड नहीं हुए, हम और स्ट्रॉन्ग आए, हम और टॉलरेंट और डाइवर्स होके और स्ट्रॉन्गर बाहर आए। तो आप उसका एक अपोजिट व्यू भी दे सकते हो। फिर अगर आपको कभी आपने नॉवेल्स या बुक्स पढ़ी हैं और उनसे रिलेट कुछ कर सकते हो तो आप उसको कोट कर सकते हो, बिकॉज पीपल जस्ट गेव अ 1 लाइन 2 लाइन कोट जो जाने माने हैं। अगर आप किसी राइटर को दे सकते हो फिलोसफिकल या कुछ नॉर्मल, जैसे इसमें मुझे याद नहीं आ रहा है, मैंने शायद सेपियंस का या किसी का दिया था किसी फॉर्म में, बट आई एम नॉट एबल टू रिमेम्बर इट। तो थोड़ा सा इस तरह आप डाइवर्स कर सकते हो और आप दिखा सकते हो कि आप उस टॉपिक को अच्छे से समझे हो, सारे डायमेंशंस को समझे हो। यू आर नॉट जस्ट गेटिंग यूनिडायमेंशनल अबाउट कि इसको हर जगह आपको प्रूव करना है या डिसप्रूव करना है। आई थिंक यही मेरा पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू है। आई थिंक यू गेट इट और इज
मैम इसमें मैं ये पूछना चाह रहा था कि इसकी प्रिपरेशन स्पेशली मतलब किस तरह से की जाती है? कुछ मतलब कुछ मटेरियल है, जैसे फिलोसफी में आप कह रहे हैं कि अपना पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू हमें बताना
हाँ,
होता है,
अपना
तो
रिफ्लेक्शन
दैट
होना
इज फाइन।
चाहिए आपका।
हाँ
हाँ।
हाँ हाँ, तो उसमें कुछ ऐसे मटेरियल एसेस तो कहीं से प्रिपेयर करना होता है या क्या कुछ? वो
थोड़ा बहुत तो आपको फिलोसफी, जैसे इंडियन फिलोसफीज जो हैं, जो आप आर्ट एंड कल्चर में पढ़ते हो, थोड़ा वो आप एथिक्स रिवाइज कर लो। जैसे उसमें जो होता है ना कि करेज क्या है,
राइट
और थोड़े टॉपिक्स जो आपको पता है ना, जैसे कि थोड़े आ जाते हैं, आप प्रीवियस ईयर से भी देखो, जैसे विजडम, नॉलेज, ट्रुथ, ऑनेस्टी, ये सब पे आता है। तो इसके बारे में ये थोड़ा देखो कि इसके क्या डायमेंशन है, एक इसका नॉर्मल मीनिंग क्या है, इसके डायमेंशंस क्या हो सकते हैं, ठीक है? और इसके अगेंस्ट या फॉर, मतलब आपको थोड़ा सा इनिशियली स्टार्ट थोड़ा करना पड़ेगा। और मैं मैंने एक और चीज की थी, आई एम नॉट प्रमोटिंग सम इंस्टीट्यूट, मैंने एक चीज और देखी थी कि इनसाइट्स के जो एस्से का आता है ना, वो कई बार फिलोसफिकल देते हैं, उसके बाद वो एस्से पर्सपेक्टिव भी आता है, तो आप कई बार उसको भी देख सकते हो, उससे भी आपको आइडियाज मिल सकते हैं।
ठीक है
एंड
मैम।
देन इसके बाद पीयर रिव्यू या आप इवन SOMP का भी एस्से का ज्वाइन करके, जहाँ पे आपका रिव्यू हो सके, जो आपको मिस्टेक्स बता सके। इट इज
ओके
मोर लाइक हाँ, क्लैरिटी इन द थॉट एंड प्रिपरेशन, इसी तरह प्रैक्टिस।
ठीक है मैम।
Ma'am, Amir Deshpande.
Hello, ma'am.
हेलो।
Okay. Like I'm aiming for 2022, so
2022,
starting the
okay.
preparation from first year of graduation. Like most of the
Okay.
core subjects have been completed, like history, geography, and all.
Okay, first
But
of all, I want to congratulate you that in the first year itself you have decided and started preparing for it. So I think you have a good clarity of your aim, and it's a very good thing. Okay, then tell.
yeah, madam, that's kind of sort of like I
Yeah.
left medical seat and came here. But the thing is, like GS, and while I'm preparing, I only prepared for GS and mains in concept, but did not go for an answer rating. I kind of more like 1.5 year has happened. Like I started preparation. Only notes are there with me, and I have complete clarity over that. But till today, I haven't penned anything for answer rating. But I am confident enough that if I give mocks in prelims wise, then I will score good number of marks. Like in Byju's scholarship test, also I got around 97 percentile around. But I never tried for answer rating.
Okay, I will say, so, see, without knowing the things now, without having grasp or having an idea, there is no use of answer writing. So if you did any answer writing, there is nothing wrong. Okay, but once you have done like you have covered most of the your GS subject, na? Means GS you have covered in your
Yeah.
notes, I think. So
Yeah.
now you have covered, you have an idea. I think you have read books also. So now you can start writing answers. ठीक है? तो I will say don't, आपको ना आंसर लिखना है तो आपके पास एक होना भी चाहिए. लाइक मेरे साथ जब हुआ था, मैंने जब शुरू किया था, आई वॉज एन इंजीनियर एंड आई डिडंट इवन हैड आइडिया कि हाउ टू राइट एन इंट्रो एंड कंक्लूजन देन बॉडी क्या होता है, मुझे कुछ नहीं पता था. तो ऐसे में क्या है कि आप टॉपर्स की कॉपी मतलब बस एक देखने के लिए कि स्ट्रक्चर कैसे किया है उन्होंने, नॉर्मल आंसर, जैसे कोई भी सब्जेक्ट आप रिवाइज करो एक बार, GS1 या GS2 आप रिवाइज करो एंड देन गो फॉर कि स्ट्रक्चर कैसे किया है, या फिर जो भी टेस्ट सीरीज या किसी के बेस्ट आंसर्स में तो उनका स्ट्रक्चर देखो, हाउ दे आर राइटिंग इंट्रो, हाउ दे आर कंक्लूडिंग, कैसे वो प्रेजेंटेशन में डिफरेंट चीजें ला रहे हैं, देन आप लिखना शुरू करो. And initially, never try to write it in a time limit. Take your time, even if you have to take 1 hour for an answer, do it. Understand the question. If you have read the topic well, otherwise understand the question, read the topic, then what is the question asked, understand it, think of an intro, think of it. मतलब कि आप proper 1 hour भी लो ना, even 1.5 hour भी लो, don't worry. Write it, and if you are able to get some peer review or some mentor who can check your copy and tell you okay, where you are lacking, so you work on that. So if you get to know your shortcomings from the very first day, it will be easier to improve on the successive writing. So I will say start slow but be steady, and answer writing can't be learned in a day or a week, it needs practice. So अभी तो आई थिंक जनवरी चल रहा है, आप फरवरी मिड तक आई थिंक डेली एक एक दो आंसर ट्राई कर सकते हो. तो कोई भी एक सब्जेक्ट रिवाइज करो एंड देन स्टार्ट राइटिंग आंसर. इफ देयर समवन टू मेंटर, इट विल बी बेटर टू टेल shortcomings. So
Ma'am, there have
धीरे
been
धीरे
couple of
practice.
there have been
yeah.
couple of attempts for me, like I have tried answer writing. What happens is like sometimes I don't find that answer good and it's okay, but sometimes I end
Yeah,
up not writing the answer. What happens, like when you did not complete the whole syllabus, a few times you write good answers of geography, and after few days if you come back for history, you feel like, oh, I should revise this again, and the same happens when I come back.
see syllabus itna hai na, syllabus is too much and you need frequent revisions. Even if I have revised my whole syllabus even more than 10 times, to be honest, even more than 10 times, I don't know how many times I have revised. But if I didn't study it for a 1 month now and then I have to write an answer, I won't be able to recall it properly. So you need consistent revisions. Okay, without revision it's not possible to write a good answer. So it's abhi to aap revise karke you can write, there is no need to worry about it. Okay, it's normal, everyone reads and then forgets and then revises, then it's get consolidated. So it's a slow process, it will come, you just need to revise and practice writing. Okay,
Okay, thank you, Madhvi ma'am.
Sure, ma'am.
And I know that your time is very precious. So please continue your prep. And guys, if you have any doubts, we will keep on taking such sessions. Now, I would like to request Tarun sir, because tomorrow he has to go to the job. So Tarun is IAS officer,
okay.
and recently he got selected in DSP Uttar Pradesh. So Tarun sir, can you please share your insight? And last year Tarun appeared in interview, and this year also I'm 100% sure that he is going to appear in interview. I have no doubt about it. So Tarun sir, please share your insight about the exam and your learning from it. Tarun, are you there? Tarun, are you there?
Sir, he's on mute.
Your mic.
Hello. Ha.
Yes, Tarun.
Now
I will be brief and then I will like to take questions from all of you. I think that would be better. First of all, in pre, I would like to tell you that you have to stick to the basic books only, and then you should try to solve test series. Okay. Now, solving test series doesn't mean that you should solve many test series. No, it is not at all required. Okay. I used to solve only one test series, not more than that, only one. Okay. So what was the aim of the test series? What was the aim of solving the test series? I will tell you. First of all, you have to study Lakshmikant. You have to study the NCRTs of history, geography. Okay, so there is no substitute for that. Okay, so let me be very clear. If you are not studying the NCRTs of history, even the ancient and the medieval, then it will be very difficult. Okay, in modern, I used to study Spectrum. Okay, and then Lakshmikant. That is the most important book of prelims. So then you should move on to test series. Now I used to solve only one test series, and that is of vision. And the reason was that because their quality of answers were very good. Okay. Now aim of test series solving was to develop an instinct. You have to develop an instinct that why you are asking that question. For example, in science, if you have solved the UPSC past year papers, you need to realize that in science most of the time the option is correct. Okay, so in science what they are asking is that are you aware of the all the possibilities? Just like, for example, this times in prelims there was a question, what were the applications of artificial intelligence? And 2 3 options were obvious, but one option was like that writing short meaningful stories. So just let me ask you a question, is it impossible? So your answer will be no. So then why not? If it is not impossible, you have to consider it yes, and you have to take D option. So this is just one small trick that in science, if it is not impossible, then it is possible, and most of the time D is correct. This is a cheat code which I'm telling. Okay. So in science, I did all the questions correct because I knew that it is not impossible, it is possible, and D is correct. And this time D helped. I think you must have read about one article which gentleman sir shared. That this time D was an blinder, and I solved. This time I got, I think, close to 135, 140 marks in prelims. Okay, because you have to develop instinct in prelims. Okay, so that instinct you can develop only by practicing. Okay, so you have to work on elimination technique as the Sri Madhvi told. Okay, so that instinct in science is very simple. You have to check nothing is impossible, and then that instinct in other subject is you have to look for the extreme words. Okay, you have to look for the extreme words and consider them wrong, and it has been told by so many of people, okay, that you have to apply this and you have to develop your instinct regarding this elimination technique. One more short trick which I'll tell you is that you have to always look for the Hindi meaning also in prelims. Like for example, there was once a question in prelims, which of these lake was man-made? It was, I think, in 2017 or 18. So the options were like XYZ, and one was Kodai Canal. So just think, how can a place be named Kodai Canal? Because canal is man-made thing. So that was the man-made lake. Okay, so you look for the Hindi meaning also. That will give you a hint. So prelims is very wide and it is the most important hurdle. Okay, so for that you need to practice, solve as many questions as you can, and try to develop that instinct. Okay, but let me tell you one more thing, there is no substitute for knowledge. Okay, so you have to stick to the basics, then only you can develop that instinct. Okay, then after prelims, I'll tell you one more thing like that. This time one question was that who wrote the book Vitthal Vinashak? Okay, so there was option B.R. Ambedkar, Mahatma Gandhi, one more option, and one was totally I was not aware of that person. But the logic you can use is that had a book been written by B.R. Ambedkar, you would have been known. Had a book been written by Mahatma Gandhi, you would have known. So you have to develop that instinct that I don't know, that book has not been written by Mahatma Gandhi, not been written by B.R. Ambedkar, then must be written by the other persons. Okay, so you need to develop this sort of instinct in prelims. Okay, so देखो, I can't I can't tell how to develop that instinct in 5 minutes of time. Okay, my hint will be you solve vision test series and it is good. Okay, I'm sort of promoting a coaching and promoting a coaching on a different platform of coaching. Okay, because SOMP is like that family, because we want you to, in SOMP they want you to succeed. They will not tell you that you read this material, they will not tell you even to join the coaching. I will tell you one thing, I have not joined SOMP and they still consider me as my student, as their student, because that sort of bonding I have with the mentors here. Okay, mains, I'll tell you very simple thing. You have to learn the syllabus. That is the key of clearing mains. Okay, you have to learn which syllabus, which subject, which topic they are asking about. For example, society, they ask in paper 1 and they have clearly written that the questions will be on women, population, poverty, urbanization, secularism, communalism, globalization. And then you pick up the papers. Every year they've asked one question on globalization. Every year they've asked one question on secularism. Every year they've asked one question on even like communalism and regionalism. So in mains, what you do, you pick up the syllabus. First of all, read the syllabus. Even you spend 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, you read it, reread it again. Then comes the second thing. Whenever you read an article in a newspaper, you straight away think which topic of the syllabus it is related to. If it is related to a topic, read it. If it's not related to a topic, not read it. Okay. Then in mains, when you have learned the syllabus, then you have to prepare 1-page note on every topic of the syllabus. For example, in geography, if it is a topic of location factors, then you need to prepare 1-page note that these are the 5, 6, 7, 8 location factor of whatever the industry it may be. So then you can use those factors in any question they ask. If it is a iron industry, like this time, you can write that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these factors. If it is a paper industry, then you can again write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, those same factors. So you prepare the syllabus and then you prepare 1-page note on all those topics. Okay. And then the task is easy. Don't run after current affairs, because I let me tell you about myself. I gave 2017 mains, 18 mains, 19 mains and 20 mains. And in the 17 and 18, I was just running about after the vision mains 365, because I used to think that the current is all they ask about, but it is not like that. This time I have realized that it is more about static, and the current is only for data and examples. For example, if you have prepared a 1-page note on security, let's say Naxalism. Okay, so your 1-page note will be the causes, the consequences, and the solutions. You will have written all these 3 points in a 1-page note. Now, how can you relate it to the current? You have to just begin or conclude your answer with an incident, maybe a mishappening, maybe a nationalist attack, or maybe a government initiative. So you need to take only these 2 things from the current, and rest your mains notes will suffice. Okay, so this is I think my strategy about mains, and then I can answer your questions if you like.
Guys, if you have any doubts, feel
Hello,
free
sir.
to ask.
Can I ask? Hello, sir.
I'm
Can I
there too,
ask
sir.
myself,
Yes, please,
Ojasvi?
please. Ojasvi, ask.
यस सर, तो सर माई सेल्फ ओजस्वी सर, मैं ये पूछना चाह रहा था कि सर मैं फर्स्ट टाइमर हूँ, और सर मैंने मुझे ना सर आप प्लीज प्रीलिम्स के लिए कुछ गाइड कर दीजिए। इस टाइम पे मैंने अपनी एनसीईआरटीज कवर कर ली है, लेकिन सर स्टैटिक बुक्स अभी कवर नहीं, सॉरी स्टैंडर्ड बुक्स कवर नहीं कर पाए, तो प्लीज आप उसके लिए थोड़ी सी स्ट्रेटेजी बता दीजिए, क्योंकि सर टाइम काफी कम रह गया है।
ओजस्वी, गाइस, देयर इज वन मोर थिंग कि ये जो टॉक है ना, ये ऐसा है कि जैसे इन्होंने अभी मेंस दिया है तो ये अपनी इनसाइट शेयर करेंगे। प्रीलिम्स और मेंस पे हम फिर से सेपरेट पूरा एक सेशन करेंगे जो एक से 1.5 घंटे चलेगा, तो वहां पे फिर सारी की सारी बातें कर लेंगे। कुछ भी स्पेसिफिक जो डाउट्स हो जो कम टाइम में क्लियर हो,
यस सर, आई हैव सर,
ओके।
आई हैव सर। सर प्लीज आप एक बार ऑप्शनल के लिए स्ट्रेटजी बता दीजिए, मेरा ज्योग्राफी ऑप्शनल है, अगर आप कुछ भी बता सकते हैं अपने इंस्टिट्यूट से प्लीज, अच्छी बात होगी।
ज्योग्राफी के लिए आई थिंक साहिल सर वुड बी बेटर सुटेड बिकॉज़ ही हैज ज्योग्राफी एज एन ऑप्शन।
Okay, thank you, sir.
Another
Tarun
question
sir,
to Tarun sir.
Tarun sir, my name is Vaibhav. मेरे को एक चीज पूछनी थी, जैसे आपने बताया कि प्रीलिम्स में you need test series to on that scale of elimination. वैसे मेंस में सर कितना नेसेसरी है और किस स्टेज पे ज्वाइन करनी चाहिए? कि जैसे मैंने 19 में मेंस लिखा था, मैं 2 टाइम दे चुका, तो मेरे को ये पूछना है कि शुड आई जंप, मतलब आपने जैसे कहा कि पैटर्न है, ग्लोबलाइजेशन हर साल पूछते हैं और वुमेन पूछते हैं, तो ये चीजें मतलब अब व्हेन शुड आई, मतलब टेस्ट सीरीज की नेसेसिटी मेंस के लिए कितनी है और किस स्टेज पे लेनी चाहिए?
अच्छा देखिए, necessity is very simple. Suppose I ask you, tell me about globalization, so you will be able to tell me something. Okay, suppose I ask you a oral question that my friend, tell me about globalization, you will tell this and this, this and this. Okay,
हाँ जी,
whatever you know, maybe it may be the best content anywhere in the world, you will tell me. Okay, but the same question when it comes in a 7-minute time, what you answer will be the only thing that matters. Okay, examiner is not concerned with what you know, is only concerned is what you write in that time. Okay, so
yes, sir.
this is the importance of a test series. For example, this time I joined a test series of Hurricane Batch. It was a 1-hour test. You have to write for 20 straight days and you have to write 7 questions in an hour. Okay, so what are you able to reflect in those 7 minutes? That is will matter. That is the thing that will only matter. Okay, so I will tell you that test series is important. Okay, then when you should join is I will tell you that you should probably join it after you have given your pre. You should not jump onto test series when you have not even finished the basic books. Okay, so
Yes,
first
sir.
step what you do, you should finish your basic syllabus. Like I've already told you that you have to finish
Correct.
every topic syllabus wise. When you have finished that topic, then you can write a test. Okay, so don't delay it. People delay it. Even I used to delay it. And let me tell you, I have not written test series in 17 and 18 in 19. This time also, I was not about writing a test series. I was thinking that let me finish the syllabus, I'll write. And then that day comes only on the day of the exam. Okay, so when this year I joined Hurricane Batch and I joined sort of like okay, let's write 1 hour, but that improved me. Okay, so what you do, you finish your syllabus, paper 1, 2, 3 and 4, and when you are done with the syllabus, then you should write test series and don't go after too many tests. Okay, just even 7-8 tests will do. 7-8 tests total of GS1, GS2, GS3, GS4. Okay, or you can join something like daily answer writing where you write 5, 6, 7 tests per day, questions per day. Okay, so but you should write it. And as you have said that you have given the 19 exams, I can give you a point to start with. You take out the 19 paper 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then try to recollect what have you written in those questions. You will yourself realize your own mistakes. Okay, you will realize that in this question I have written this. And I'll tell you my story. I analyzed my 2019 papers, and in close to half of the questions I couldn't even recollect what I have written. Then you can think what rubbish I would have written because I'm not able to recollect. Okay, this is when I got an interview call. Okay, so we write rubbish, and let me be very clear, we write rubbish. We don't even understand the question, we begin writing. So you have to analyze your own mistakes, and one way would be analyzing your own test, and second way will be writing a test. So you have to do both. Okay,
Correct.
Good evening, sir.
Thank you, sir.
May I ask a doubt?
Yes, please.
Good evening, sir. This is Sandesh.
Yes,
Sir, I wanted to ask regarding to, sir, I had 2 general questions which would help everyone. So the first one being, sir, right now, whatever you said about the static part, doing and making notes and all, I'm done with that part for the GS subjects. But for optional, like most of the people have done their readings at this time. And sir, with regarding to my optional, sir, I have a command on half of the paper of my both optional papers. But sir, I was looking like, right now stressed that will I be able to do that during the prelims and mains time frame? So my question is, should I compromise it during my prelims, exclusive prelims preparation?
Okay, what is your option?
Sir, sociology.
Okay. Actually, I will just try to answer this with my option, that is anthropology. Okay. So
Fine,
those
fine, sir.
people who have anthropology, that will also be able to get that. Okay. Okay. First thing I'll tell you that in optional, what is expected from you? That you should have, once again, 1 or 2 page note on your all the topics of the syllabus. Okay. Then second thing is that knowledge, or a 1 or 2 page knowledge which you are trying to present to the examiner, that knowledge should be specific to that subject. For example, in sociology, I can again ask the question that what is the condition of women, and you can write a GS answer. Everybody can write a GS answer. But when the same question comes in your optional, you just have to give some name of the some thinkers who have written, or some research which have been done on that topic. Okay. So in an optional, it is expected, in a humanities optional, okay, let me be clear, in a humanities optional, you have to prepare every topic along with some background of a thinker, or along with some modern research. Okay, these two things you can add to make your answer like an optional answer. Okay. So as you have said, you have completed 50%.
Yes. Done
It
with
is just
GS.
January
Done with
beginning.
GS. Yes.
It is just January beginning.
Yes,
The
sir.
the prelims is in June end.
Yes, sir.
So you
Yes,
should give at least 2 more months to your optional and finish every topic. Okay, if you don't
Okay.
finish your topic before prelims, you should cover at least 80 to 90%. Okay.
So I have covered the topics, but that one thing now that you have command on the subject, you are getting above average marks. Like I have been subscribed to the evaluation program, so that command on the subject when you get above average marks, that is not been getting in of the subject. So that was the thing I asked. Anyway, so you cleared it quite well. So only thing why I wanted to say that I can't compromise my prelims preparation is I followed that exclusive approach of means and prelims. So right now, sir, I was planning like this would be my first attempt. So I would be investing 5 months in my prelims preparation. I'm done
Okay.
with all the standards and basics book once since I'm preparing from 2 years. Sir, the question which is I think is really important, what I wanted to ask is what in the very beginning you said stick to the basics books. So this is the thing I guess like most of the serious and sincere aspirants know. But sir, you being the experienced one, I wanted to ask you like what's the approach to how to stick efficiently to that basics book? That would be a
Okay.
little complicated question, so I thought to ask you instead.
Okay. You are asking from the point of view of prelims. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Just let me be very clear. Today the problem is not of scarcity. The problem is of plenty. We have plenty of sources, this coaching, that coaching, this material, that material. Okay. So in prelims, you have to think subject wise. Okay. So for history, your level of knowledge should be equivalent to 12th class NCRT. And by that, I mean the old NCRT. Okay. Then in geography, it is again the 12th class NCRT. And here it is the new NCRT. Okay. Then in politics, it is Lakshmikant. And there is no substitute to Lakshmikant, whether in prelims or in mains. Okay. Then which subject is left? Economics. Now, economics is a slightly different strategy because economics is a very dynamic topic. Every 6 months, the values change, the reports change, the even schemes change. Okay.
Yes.
So in economics, what I used to follow Mrinal's videos. Okay, once again promoting other coaching in other coaching. So I used to follow Mrinal's videos and notes, and because he's the most genuine person I think I have met, and sorry gentlemen, sir, you are also one of the most genuine person I have met. But
it will be taken care of. Supreme Court में case किया जाएगा.
but sir, in economics, I'm think that because the Mrinal's video are updated, he updates every year, every 6 months now he's updating. So you just go through his material or his videos. So
Yes, sir.
these 4 subjects will be clear. Then you just need to add it on with a bit of knowledge about environment,
Yes, sir.
and some current affairs. So these
Uh,
6 things:
Yes,
history,
sir.
geography, polity, economics, and environment and current affairs. These 6
Yes, sir.
things you have to focus, and only basic level. I have read Spectrum and I have read Lakshmikant, and I have read them I don't know how many number of times, because every year I read it and I clear the questions. In
Yes, sir.
prelims 2017 I got 134, in 2018 I got 124, and in last year I got 114, and this time I got once again 130, 135. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so
Amazing, sir.
only the basics, nothing. I don't read any like Shekhar Suman, some Sumit Sarkar books or some sort of that book. I don't read those books because you can't recall. Yeah,
Yes,
you
sir.
can't recall those many
Yes,
books.
sir.
Okay,
Yes,
you
sir.
stick to the basics and solve questions, solve the test series. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir. It was really helpful.
Okay.
Okay, guys. So thank you, Tarun, for your valuable insight. And guys, they are going to be here, and in the end, you can ask the doubts. Okay.